So I'm here now with Sylvaine Strike of Fortune Cookie Theatre, and she has produced a piece called Eclipsed. And it's I would say it's a political work about the mental health system in South Africa. So I'm going to hand you over to Sylvaine so she can tell you more about the theme. Welcome, Sylvaine.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great to have you here. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, please tell us about Eclipse. And it's come out of quite recent events, actually, I would say, quite recent events in the mental health system in South Africa, and is based on real contemporary history. So please tell us more.
Right, so Eclipsed was the title we gave to a piece that we worked with the first year Market Theatre Laboratory students. It was myself who approached the Market Lab with this project with the intention to share the work, share the story with the students, who most of them had been aware of the tragedy of life esidimeni, but not many people that we were working with at the time, since they were very young when the actual tragedy happened. It happened around 2015. The arbitrations took place over 2017 and 18, and I then took this project to the Market Theatre Laboratory in 2019. So on board with me was a choreographer, Pumlani Mdebele, and a text analysis and voice coach, Gina Schmuckler, who's also an actress. And the three of us set about basically asking the students, we gave them research packages, to look into what was the life esidimeni tragedy. And many South Africans know what it was. A lot of people preferred not to know, and a lot of us don't know. So in short, the life esidimeni tragedy was when the hospital, Life esidimeni, which was a franchise of mental health hospitals which were very well functioning, very well established throughout South Africa, were told by the government to relocate their patients into several NGOs. Unbeknownst to most of us, these NGOs were fly-by-night organizations. Not many of them had been approved by the government, but somehow the government allowed them to receive patients. And these patients were relocated on the backs of trucks, sometimes in the dead of night, tied up with sheets. It reminds us of other horrors, doesn't it? Without their files, without their identity, without their medication. They were sent to these NGOs, and 1,400 of them disappeared, and many of them died in the most excruciating circumstances, some of thirst, some of hunger, some of exposure to cold, and many of them because their medication did not follow them wherever they went. And so a series of arbitrations were developed and held, where the government was cross-questioned, and those responsible, the health ministers, etc., were brought into question, and yet none of them were able to be held accountable for some reason. And this project was then taken to the laboratory, thinking, well, let's tell the story in a poetic way, in using movement, using text, and most of it was